Hello, everyone at home. Welcome back to the Hogeki Heroes campaign, the Trials of the Wickermen. Today we do have Phil, Kiwi, and Jose. I'm DM Piper in new apartment. You can't see it because same background, but it is new apartment. It's like the same fucking layout as my old one, except bigger. Like seriously, the layout is almost exactly the same. So, how is everybody today?
I'm good.
Jose,
Yeah, okay.
Kiwi.
It's a today.
It is a today indeed. Uh, let's move on from what happened. Let's not even go into what happened last night, and let's just go on to the game. So, last time, y'all were here in the world of Abilene. Y'all had decided that your next step in terms of helping out the war effort would be going into the Empire itself and trying to find not only a reverie, but see what you can do about helping the front lines against the ancient white dragon Idahog. The dwarves being on the front lines there against the Empire would take all the help that they could get. Meeting with Commander Admore Bold, I think that's his name. Hold up, let me double check his name. Let's see. In Coretus, yep, Admore Boldfront and band leader Garim. Say Garim, who y'all who y'all remember and love, because he suplexed Varys as a mammoth one time. Yeah, y'all met up with them, and y'all decided to take on the mission of clearing out an enemy camp. But y'all didn't know the results of the other two missions that y'all could have done. One taking out a Imperial Archmage, and then taking out a Living Arcane Ballista. So, now, here y'all are in the aftermath of the camp, as y'all had also found out that the dragons in this area were not white dragons. These were wind dragons, thanks to, I believe, a natural 20 from Isaac.
I
Um, I'd,
believe so.
I'd have to look it up, but you, like, I don't remember what the roll was. I think it was a natural
It was
20,
like
but I'm
a
not
nature check.
100%. Um, whatever it was, you nailed it. You absolutely nailed it. And you notice that, let me double check, because I actually can pull it up.
Oh, there it is. It's the first thing from last session. It was a 19 nature check.
It was a 19 nature check. That was it. Yeah. And you absolutely nailed down on the fact that, of course, they were wind dragons, and you would know that ice dragons and wind dragons in particular are two that wouldn't exactly get along. So the reports that y'all had that it was Idahog here are probably incorrect somehow, which is odd because there were reports where that Idahog had been seen here in Karatis. Again, also weird that I say you would have thought it was weird in the first place, and it was pointed out to you that it was weird because of the fact that Idahog is named the Scion of the South Pole. Idahog is a dragon that is from the south. I say is from the southern part. I say the southern icy continent, not uh, the cold snap wastes of the north. So you thought say it was pointed out it was weird, but then y'all engaged in combat. Y'all started to burn down everything. Chisaku tried to spare as many people as he could. Everyone else went fucking ham. And here y'all are. Y'all have I believe 5 unconscious. Let me see. One, two, three. Or sorry, 4 unconscious Leonin. Um, out of 9 possible, not unconscious, but like captive Leonin, y'all knocked him out, or Josaku knocked him out. That is. The rest of y'all went a little bit. They're trying to kill me, so I'm gonna fucking kill them. So yeah, y'all's mission is to burn down the camp, but here y'all are with several prisoners. What would y'all like to do?
I am up.
Tying them up. Are you doing so in the camp or outside of the camp?
Um, in the camp.
In the camp. Okay. All right. Only one of them even fights you because he's the only one that's conscious, and he's more so just like resistant of you. He does look at you and says, "You betray your own country, your empress."
You betray the entire land.
We take back because because land was taken from us. Or have you forgotten that the islands that were once ours are now infested with the elves?
You turn to a dragon.
Our empress is a dragon.
He clearly know not of what this one is capable of.
He's capable of our of the empire stretching its borders as far as can be, as well as the imperial and Leonin peoples reclaiming what is ours.
Just as he is capable of burning it all down.
Why would he do that if we serve him and the empress loyally?
Then what happens after he loses use for you?
He wouldn't lose use for us. We would be useful. We would be his citizens. We would be his people. Even if we could not fight, we would still be able to provide in other ways. This is our way. You should know this. And you know that the Leonin are very pragmatic people. They don't really like. If someone is injured, they try to find whatever job can practically benefit society. They're very egalitarian and very like why more inclined toward wise judgments and very practical judgments. Again, elders doing that. If someone is weaker than say physically, then they are pushed more towards see if they have magical aptitude and like so on and so forth. But you know, it's also very much like all of your duties are chosen for you based on how you are. It's less of a you get to choose what you enjoy kind of thing.
Far too much optimism in being the exception. I'm gonna knock him out with Gosh Razor.
Knocked him out with Gosh Razor. All right, so you have these 4 unconscious prisoners in the middle of the camp. Everything else around here is dead. What would y'all like to do?
The camp is on fire, right?
Only one of the buildings is on fire. Y'all haven't set fire to the rest of it.
Probably should, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're here for.
All right. Where would y'all like to start? Because I'm assuming y'all left. We'll say that y'all left the prisoners over here. So where are y'all starting? Because that'll determine how long it takes to get to them.
So, big building is the only one that's on fire, right?
Correct. But again, there's also a lot of grass around here, so depending on where you start, it'll determine how quickly your prisoners burn alive.
Wait, I
And we
should
just
type
take
them
him.
up outside.
Yeah, let's just take him outside and then just burn the rest of this place down.
There you
Yes.
go. All right. And y'all just burning everything down? Are y'all searching anything in the camp first?
We want to. Yeah, we probably should look for any like files or anything, any type of info we can take.
Yeah, I'd also like to look and see if because it is like an armament area, if there's anything special here.
Mm-hmm. And this is a supply camp, so yeah, go for it.
Ooh, we can like steal.
I'm gonna do investigate.
Mm-hmm. I need everyone to
Specifically,
make me investigation checks. Yes.
I'm specifically
Investigation
looking
down.
for any type of like battle
Yeah.
plans or anything, any type of like plan material.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I
Um,
rolled at
uh,
advantage. I shouldn't have done that.
What was the first roll? You're in luck. The first roll was the 12. Which again, it's no worries.
Wait, where's
PRB, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yep,
I
go
got
for
a
it.
19.
I got a 5.
All right, and is there anything in particular you are looking for, Pensy?
I think possibly new gear, not weapons as much as possibly armor or something to upgrade with.
Okay. Um, there are arms, I would say armor, but it's unfortunately I will have to say that most of it is big on you, but there are
Yeah.
some smaller ones. Is there anything in particular, say like, let me see. I need you to, so you did roll a 19. Um, okay. Let me roll to see what kind of armor you would find. Um, uh, sorry, trying to roll this kind of thing. Actually, let me
Like, you're
just
good.
do this. You rolled a 19, so you had good there. Let's do this, and let's do this, and let's see this. What the hell? Okay. See what this is. Okay. You do find uh a leather armor, a piece of leather armor, and it is getting off this magical this sort of magical aura off of it. It is, I say, it's studded leather, you could see, but it does have this. Whenever you look at the studs, you do see that it has this sort of like greenish blackish uh thing to it. Let's say vibe to it.
Interesting. Definitely check it out, pick it up, see what's good.
All right. Add make a custom item and add magical studded leather to your inventory.
Okay.
If you would like to, I would say if you would like to make an Arcana check, you can take 10 minutes to try and investigate the item and use your magical aptitude to investigate its magical properties. But you'd have to like spend time doing it. Actually, I'd say actually for investigating like that, let's make it like because this one doesn't really have off anything like attunement wise, it would be a little bit more like basic. So yeah, 10 minutes actually works. I'd say an hour for an attunement item.
Gotcha.
And this one is not attunement.
So it's magical, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would be proficient.
Yeah. Okay. Jisaku, with a 5, you mostly find supplies. You see that there are things of food. There's a little bit of things of various like, very basic stuff. A little bit of gunpowder here and there. A little bit of like some very basic uh troop arms and armor, like very basic stuff.
Well, shoot. Can I use the gunpowder to spread the fire?
Sure.
Let's go.
You keep tracking it. Okay, Isaac, you are looking specifically for um any sort of battle plans or anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bill?
Yes, sorry, I'm eating an apple.
No, you're fine. Hey, trust me, earlier I was eating a torta and it was amazing. So I get getting the munchies. But yeah, you are looking for that. I would say up at the top, you would say if you look towards the top of the map, there is this big tent up here on the hill. You do figure out that this is probably where the main like clerical tent or anything like that, and you don't find specific battle plans as much as you do find a map of dedicated supply lines. So with the Dirty
That's
20, you
good.
do find it, and it does indicate like which cities are being used as major supply depots. It's knowledge that like would take a little bit of more like scrying and whatnot. It's not like, oh, you found some secret battle plans, but it is something that would save a lot of time and resources if in the hands of the right individuals.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's more of like this. The reason that this camp was so valuable, it's like it's just its position within the valley, as well as its ability to resupply the front lines very quickly and very efficiently, as well as potentially storing any excess food in case anybody wanted to lay siege to a nearby to anything nearby, just on the other side of the mountains. It would have a quick and easy access point. So that's why this one was like so high priority to do. It's more of like it's a great depot to be like a checkpoint. And now without it, it would take a while to actually redo it. You figure that like nobody was really watching the Empire like build this stuff because nobody kind of was spying on the Empire in their own borders for that. They're in an era of like a lot of peace, so yeah, the dwarves were more focused on their own shit. All right. Is there anything else y'all would like to be looking for before y'all burn it all down?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't think of anything specifically.
Wait, so I found this this detailed list of what's it called?
Basically, it's which cities are being used as like major supply
Right.
points.
Are there any letters or anything near here?
What do you mean by letters?
Just like any letters with signatures or anything?
Um, hmm.
Important looking,
I would
like
say, could you give me another investigation check? Because this is like looking for a separate thing here. There are like a couple, but you don't know like. Actually, real quick, what languages do you speak?
I can cast comprehend languages, but that'll take an hour. But I can speak not English. I can
Like,
speak common,
comprehend languages
elf.
doesn't take an hour; it lasts an hour.
No, it takes an hour with ritual casting.
Oh, I thought ritual casting was 10 minutes.
it
Oh,
is
is
10
it?
minutes.
Oh, I don't know. I'm an idiot, dude.
Nah, I mean, absolutely, you can take the 10 minutes and do that to not burn a spell slot.
Yeah, I'll cast comprehend languages in 10 minutes.
Okay,
If we have
Okay,
that much
15
time
minutes.
with
you
everything burned.
absolutely do. I mean, it's the dead of night right now. It's like 4 a.m.
If we're taking the 10 minutes for that, I'm gonna Arcana check the gear.
All right, roll me an Arcana check.
Okay, I don't know if my Arcana's any good. That was a 13.
13. Okay. Um, you figure out that it is a studded leather armor of resistance. You find, I would say, but guessing by what it is, you would assume that it is armor of necrotic resistance.
Mm, that's nice.
Yeah, so you can add studded leather or armor of necrotic resistance to your thing. As far as that 15 goes, yeah, you find one where you do see one of let me one moment. All right. You do find one where it says that the camp. I'll say that the leader of the camp and saying orders here were originally issued to a to one Lieutenant Yamane Teruyuki. And in
Okay, cool.
addition, you do see return correspondence that does have his signature on it. You notice that the other ones that they were receiving orders from various other officers, but none of them really they more use personal seals as opposed to signing their name. So you do have one for one Lieutenant Yamane Teruyuki.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah. Again, it's not that this camp is has a lot of very important people. It's more so it just makes everything easier if it's there or not there.
I don't know if we have anything that is powerful enough to do this, but if we had anything that could destroy some of the roads leading to and from this area as well, I'm sure that would help to make sure they don't just set it up again.
I mean, one of you, I believe, does have spells which could do enough damage that it would very much disrupt everything. How long does that? Or if you want somebody, oh wait, no, Phil already used his, or Isaac already used his Treant transformation, so he can't destroy
Yep.
anything for it, say until his next long rest. Because you only get one use of Rizzy per day.
My Riz is limited.
If you would like, I'm only can offer to polymorph one of y'all. That way you can go in and what am I trying to fucking say? That way you can go in and smash something up as like a T-Rex. Or let me check the beast real quick. Boom, bestiary. Let's do beast, this, CR. Holy shit, when did they make a beast with a CR of 24? Okay. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Apparently, they released a Halloween book recently. Yeah, you could absolutely tear some stuff up.
What do you guys think?
Sounds like a good plan to me.
All right, you're temporarily polymorphed into a T-Rex, or if you want, actually, there are other beasts that are siege monsters. That way, you could take out some of the trees, some of the roads more like consistently, if you'd like.
Well, I feel like knocking over trees and stuff can be cleared, although it'll take time, but actually destroying the road in some form would be a much bigger deal.
Let me see if I can get traits. Siege monster. Yep, there are a couple creatures that y'all could do that are siege monsters that could absolutely. I would say that you would need to have a siege monster to be able to like really be able to lay into like the roads and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right, would you like Amelie to turn you into one?
Yeah, why not?
All
Let's go.
right. She's going to close her eyes, say her magic words, and turn you into a Ceradon.
Oh, let's go.
Basically, imagine a giant bull that's about 30 feet tall at the shoulder, um, with like one giant horn. Say instead of like two horns like that, like the entire back of their skull and everything is just one giant ridged wedged horn. This
I
horn is
like
also
it.
like the length of their bodies. They're usually super aggressive. They weigh about as much as a mammoth, or they're sorry, they weigh more than a mammoth. Uh, and yeah, they are known for like running into cliffs and destroying buildings with their charges. Do you want to go
Let's
around
totally
headbutting things
go.
as a Ceradon?
Absolutely.
All right. Roll me a d20 for your attacks. I just want to see what you do. Because
I
obviously
got 19.
with something this big, it is a plus 10 to hit. So what'd you get?
I rolled a 19.
Oh my god, yeah, this road is impassable. You know, say you basically just go charging into this area. You decide to go here around the edge of the edge of this, and notice that there is actually a defensive, almost moat around one side, and that the rest of it is also up on up on various hills. You just start charging through fucking hills. Like y'all see, it's not quiet at all, by the way. But you spend, I would say, about 10 minutes just charging, and you'll see this mass of monster just do it. In addition, spreading the gunpowder that Josaku meticulously put up pretty much everywhere.
Wonderful.
Let's
That's a
go.
really good idea.
Yeah, no, this with a 29, this is rendered effectively impassable. And again, like y'all can see the thing and like just see how big it is, what it does to structures. So imagine that thing charging through the side of a fucking mountain.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because like again, like that's what it does. Like these creatures are very territorial, very aggressive, um, and they're like usually like they're not pack animals. Like they are too aggressive for that. They're just
Mhm.
like an enormous bull mixed with a rhino and a triceratops.
I love it.
Yeah, and again, enormous. Like they're legitimately like 40 feet tall. Um, in addition, let's say you get to do like stomping and everything. If there was any like anything that could have supported a road or anything that would have made going through this passable with any sort of cart, any sort of carriage, anything that would normally be able to carry supplies, any horses, it's fucked. It's so fucked. At least coming from the entrances that would be useful to anyone other than potentially the dwarves. I'm assuming that you would leave the entrance that's closest, like to Karatis, mostly untouched, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
There you go. All right, well you've done that. In addition, as you charge through, I would say because you would have definitely charged through this big ass tent that was still burning. Yeah, I would say that everything is starting to go up. So what are y'all doing as Pensy has now set the whole place on fire?
Guess we leave?
Nah, let's just take a leisurely
Suppose
stroll.
we can't really be inside that. So
Speak for yourselves.
True.
Not only
Oh
has
wait,
fire resistance,
oh wait, you'll burn eventually.
who says who?
Okay, that's fair. I don't actually know. Fuck.
Exactly.
I mean, you can stay here if you want, but
Oh,
I know
absolutely
I'll
not.
burn.
All right. So let me swap y'all to the map real quick. That way y'all can see about where y'all are. All right. So in terms of the Empire, did it do? Oh, I'm zooming in on the wrong fucking screen. Actually, let me just swap it over. I've got a thing up right now, so let me turn off that. I do have a question, though. I know y'all's end goal is Fuzhou, correct?
Hmm.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So right now, with this being like where kind of like the front line area is, all the way up in here, if y'all can see my mouse.
I don't see your mouse.
Oh, okay. Well,
Sorry,
you
that
see
was-
that part that's like that jagged part up top where Karatis
No,
meets
you
Sapphire?
are you
There?
streaming?
Oh wait, am I not streaming? Fuck.
You are not.
I thought I was. One moment. Okay, so this is not capturing my cursor. Let me turn it on to capture my cursor. There we go. Oh, one moment. Okay, now that thing's gonna capture my cursor. Let's do this here. Okay, so you see where my cursor is now?
Yes.
Okay, so about right up here is about where y'all's thing is. Let me make sure that I did this right. Turn off the topography. Okay, cool. Again, this is about where like y'all's front line is. Near like some of the dwarven cities that like originally they just didn't change the name from there. So y'all were about here originally. Y'all teleported about out to about here. Right? So currently you're in between Jianshuan and Rujiang, right? If you were to take the roads, Fuzhou is down here. And I put a spot to show about where like oh wait, no, that's not supposed to be, that's supposed to be over here. Ignore what it says up top, that is not actually where it is. It's actually supposed to be like over in here. So y'all up here and y'all need to get all the way over here. Would y'all like to take the main roads, go like back roads or whatever, or how would y'all like to get there? Would y'all like to see about investigating nearby city, steal some horses? Like what would y'all have for what would y'all like to do?
Izaka, what do you think?
Oh wait, what were our options?
Basically it's yours. How would y'all like to get to Fuzhou?
We're trying to figure out which of your country roads you should take to take you home.
Yeah, basically.
Sure.
And what form of travel we want to take? Do we want to try to
When
find
shall
horses?
leisure, mountain mama, take me home.
Hey, he got it. He
Country
got it.
roads. Yeah, no, I was just trying to think about how to swap that name in for like imperial cities. Because there's no West Virginia.
You don't know that. I'll establish it right now.
No. Do not establish that shithole of a state. Jesus Christ.
We should take Varys's portable boat.
You're going to go by
Oh,
sea.
relevant.
Hmm?
So you're going to try and go by sea.
Yes.
Okay? Alright. So y'all are going to go back into Dwarven territory to get to the sea, or are you going to go around and staying in Imperial territory to get there?
What do you think, Josaku?
Let's take the dwarven route.
Dwarven route. Okay. Do any of you think you would have looked at the war map? Well, actually, no. Y'all were all in the room with the war map. If anybody would like to roll me a wisdom check.
Yo, wait, am I wisdom?
Yeah, I'll do it, dude.
Oh, well, I'm not that wisdom.
Isaac, if you would
Oh.
like instead, you can roll me an intelligence check.
It's too late. I rolled wisdom.
All right. Well, you still did pretty good. That's a wisdom save, but it still counts. All right.
I thought I just pressed the button.
Oh no,
I
no, I
got
was saying
an
a wisdom check, not a save. But at the same time, it's the
Oh.
same modifier for you.
Yeah.
Josaku and Pensy, what'd you get?
18
What are we rolling?
Okay.
wisdom.
The DC was really fucking low for you, Josaku.
Wisdom. I got a
Let's
19.
go.
So the Imperials have the largest and most powerful navy in the world. You know that en route to Fuzhou, there are two other minor ports on the way. One of them a military port.
We could do it, dude.
Do you understand what I'm getting at?
We know you blocked off.
That, or there would, or you run the risk of potentially like having to encounter in a sea battle with a imperial ship if y'all are on it, because y'all don't have any sort of imperial disguise, and y'all ships your ship is very clearly not imperial in design.
Do we know politically, do they have like a trade embargo or just a zone that unallied ships are not allowed to enter?
Generally, you
Sure.
could assume that anywhere like in the Sea of Blood is probably a war zone at the moment.
Yeah, it's probably blockaded, right? Because like they're trying to ward off hostile invasions and stuff.
Especially from the island of Kindalid, which is that one in there in the middle of the Sea of Blood. Kindalid, you would know, is basically like a major location, like kind of how Hawaii was used prior to Pearl Harbor. How it was like if the Pacific Fleet ever needed to like have a place back in the say in the United States proper that was there,
Mhm.
it was that. Kindalid is used very similarly to how Hawaii was used by the U.S. Navy.
Actually, you guys want to go island hopping?
Well, again, there's not as many. There's tiny islands all up in here, but there's none that like. Kindalid is legitimately like pretty solidly sized.
Getting a little too real.
It's like
We
the
have a
size of
flamethrower with,
I'd say it's like the size of like the combined island that like the Haiti and Dominican Republic is. So like it's sizable, but it's not like massive. It's not like the size of Australia or Japan. Japan's a big ass island.
hmm
Would you say that
So-
this island is about midway between the two?
Fuck you. My dad's a World War II history buff.
Mm.
Uh,
Keeps coming.
would you
Keeps
like to do
rolling
that
with it.
idea, Jose?
I'll propose the idea to the party.
What, island hopping?
No, read chat.
Mm. Oh. That's
Oh,
a
fuck
lot
you.
of
That
trust.
sounds based.
Okay, I'm gonna take off Revelation.
Uh, you keep forgetting this aspect. It's not that you can't lie.
Well, it's harder to, right?
No, the negative. of it is that if someone who is dishonorable wears it, they are rendered unable to lie.
Okay, okay. I thought like I had disadvantage at lying.
No!
Oh,
Oh god, having to get actually disadvantage on deception checks would be a cool caveat to the armor.
did
You're
I nerf
giving me
myself?
ideas here, Jose.
Oh shoot.
Look what you've done.
But
Oh,
how do we know you're honorable?
Oh damn, that's actually real. That's a really good trade-off.
Oh shit.
No,
oh,
like
shoot.
I've been trying to figure out ways to like sort of like make the reveries like back a like scale them back a little bit, like give them some sort of like negative aspect to them. I think the only one that doesn't really need it is Drake Siphon, just because that one has like such a specific point of power comparatively that it doesn't really like need a nerf. But I feel like all the other ones like need something. Ooh. Eh, I'll leave it there for now. If you would like to try and do that thing, absolutely. If y'all want to go uh try and do that, would y'all like to try and make the way for the coast near Jean Chuan, which
What
is
do you
right
think?
here?
What do you think, fearless leader?
Wait, Varys isn't here.
I'm talking to Jose.
Oh, I thought Varys was a leader.
No, he's not here anymore.
Um, yeah, I think it'll work. Surely.
All right. So would y'all like to like make the progress of the day heading to like, south towards Dwarven territory and like keep going from there?
What do you think, Pensy?
Truthfully, this is a lot of trust for a plan I'm not entirely sure about.
Yeah, we're probably gonna die. I know.
The rope will be loose. We will at least be able to defend ourselves.
Let's at least tell someone we trust within the Kiradusi what our plan is so they know if something goes wrong. But we should keep it to like 1 or 2 people max.
Right? They are under the impression that y'all are heading toward so they are going to make a break for Fuzhou. Y'all would try and Oh wait, I would say the supply camp would have some sort of horse thing. I would say that y'all were able to find horses there. Cut your travel time down.
In that case, we could just take the back roads with these horses.
You could absolutely do that, and with the supplies y'all got from the camp that Yosaku found, you could easily keep them fed and taken care of for long enough.
The question is, Jose, do you want to just ignore all that and go on the ocean?
I'm more familiar with the port of Fuzhou.
All right. You would like to do that? I take it you're gonna take the horses and like ride for the shoreline.
Sure.
All
Should
right.
should we report back first?
Again, they weren't expecting you back, so that's up to you
They
guys.
just weren't expecting us at all. They were just like, "All right, go do this, and then see you later."
But yeah, and then make a break for it. They understand what and why y'all are doing what you're doing.
All right.
Because the two people in charge were the people that know about the revelries, being Admore and Garim. Again, one is basically the captain of the elite guard for the dwarves, and the other is the, let's say, is basically the elder statesman of the guild leaders.
But we have teleporters, right? Wouldn't this take like almost no time?
Y'all do have tree stride, but Amelie is not familiar with Fuzhou.
No, the teleporters that the Kiridusi gave us.
Oh,
The
they did a zoom. I say they did zoom stones, but it was the anchor is at the base. They were placed by Kiridusi spies.
Oh, so it's one way.
Yeah, it
Got
was
it.
a one-way trip.
All right. Let's go then.
Let me double check something about Amelie.
I can let them know tomorrow that we chose this plan of action.
Does Amelie have the ability to scry?
I don't have anything that reaches far enough to talk to any of them.
Okay, Amelie actually knows scrying. So, if you would like, the alternative to taking all the time to travel, if you would like, say in the port of things, Josaku.
Yep.
There is an idea. This is just an idea because I know y'all would think about this where y'all saying like y'all do have like the teleporting ability. And like somebody would have thought of that because of like tree stride.
I'm a dumbass. I have sending. I can just use that.
I'll say y'all can do sending. In addition, Amelie, if you give her time to like read your spell list, she can scry something, say someone near the port and teleport to a tree there if you know somewhere where there would be trees.
Oh yeah, I would know that. Right?
That is, I'd say that is just an alternate option that you like is available to you, and that I know, like, given the knowledge of spell list, like y'all would have known beforehand. Y'all could still do the pirate idea. Y'all could do any of the things you want to. It's just up to you guys.
I do have a question.
What's up?
So for the group, are those people still tied up out here?
Yes.
I think. Right?
What are we gonna do with these people?
I mean, y'all tied them up and left them out there. I mean, they are Leonin. They do have claws. So, like, they would get out eventually.
They can fend for themselves.
All right?
Jose, what the fuck? Why did you change my name?
It was a request.
Fill the Latinx lever.
Okay, I mean, if we're just gonna leave, I'm just gonna kill the guys then. Unless, is there any more question we want to ask them?
They're all unconscious at the moment.
Yeah, do we want to wake one up and then ask them some questions, or like, why do we take so many hostages or prisoners or whatever?
Because he didn't want to kill them.
Oh. Oh, so you just wanted to spare them?
Yeah.
All right, sorry, bro. Oh yeah, I'm gonna slit all their throats.
And
Yeah,
as
no,
he says, like, sorry, bro, I'm gonna slit all their throats. As then, all right. Let me change something real quick. Let me go to Isaac's character sheet. All right, cool. All right, fixed.
What
Wait,
happened?
what?
I changed you to chaotic neutral.
First off, that'd be something I decide. Also,
That was a joke. That's why that's what I'm telling you. I did it as a joke. I'm not actually doing it.
no, we're in the middle of a war. I don't want these like potential people to come and like explain things. What the heck?
No, I got you. I was doing it
No,
for a bit.
I'm explaining to Josaku.
That is fair. You can do what you must.
All right,
Yeah,
as
okay,
Isaac goes around, slit, 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 slit. Vegeta, that wasn't very Paragon of you.
Damn, am I on a renegade playthrough?
Renegade for life. All right. Well, y'all are now. Y'all are going for the coastline, correct?
I believe so.
Hello.
Did you not hear me? I said I believe so.
Oh yeah, and I did not hear you say that. So yeah, again, so if y'all are going for the steel and imperial ship route, all right. Um, cool. You'll get to going, and as you are starting to ride, eventually you'll do see something over say as the sun starts to rise, you do see something flying over the distance, and you hear something familiar to you. Not that familiar, but definitely something familiar enough.
It's a dragon wash.
Oh gosh.
But as you'll see the dragon, so you'll see it. Large feathered wings, blue and red against the morning sky. Say with the colors of the morning sun reflecting off his scales and feathers, you see Paldras go forth. The ancient wind dragon, the gale of north winds. Before, as y'all see it, you see actually push do that before a portal appears right in front of him. He appears flying like almost straight over you. Before that portal opens, you see him basically fly around, fly into it. Portal remains open for a moment before something else emerges. Let me.
Alright, super quick.
The gargantuan red dragon that y'all saw before emerges from the portal.
Angry dragon.
Ristix, the Jarfather.
Did they bait and switch us? Kind of seems like it.
Damn, did I commit murder for nothing?
No,
Maybe.
so basically, all right, y'all would. It'd be really easy to see the reason that there was incorrect information about what dragon was here
Is they're swapping.
is because y'all just saw them swap deep in deep in Imperial territory.
That surely couldn't be a problem.
Well, you remember that the dwarves were packing ice resistance armor.
Oh,
Yeah.
shite. That's not good.
And
Hey,
then
it's a good
Are
thing I
you
waited to do this. I'm gonna send a
sending?
sending to Garum.
to Garen, gotcha.
I'm gonna say objective achieved. How did yours go? Trying to sneak into Fuzhou. Dragons swapping locations with teleporter.
How many words are you
Fire
at?
dragon coming towards you. That's 21.
That is 21. Okay. Also, you didn't say fire. Say in this case, fire dragon is actually a different kind of dragon.
Ah,
There's a fire elemental dragon named Zamandis that y'all saw the message. This is the fire dragon.
Wait, what dragon is
right.
this?
Okay.
Y'all are seeing the big red one,
So
Ristix.
red dragon coming towards you.
Yes. What do you mean red? Say red dragon? Oh shit. Ballista destroyed. Encountered adult wind dragon. This is not good. Will relay message to Admore. Army needs to retreat now. Thanks.
I'd relay that to everyone in the party.
So yeah, basically, so based on that, that is actually something where that is another opportunity y'all had. Very, very good call there. A very quick thinking, Kiwi. Basically, as a result, you'll just saved a bunch of dwarven lives.
Yay!
Because they were not ready for Ristix. He would have absolutely torn that army a new asshole. They were prepped for Idahog and were packing like as much ice resistant stuff because again dwarves have that on hand. But you could tell whoever was thinking about the strategies knew the bait and switch would work. And especially if they bait and switch to Paldras, and then to Ristix, there's no way that they would prepare for the battle ahead. I will also say that where Paldras flew from was from the southwest. Or southeast, from the southeast. Alright. Would y'all like to keep making for the shore? I would say in the forest, by the way, he's so high up that he would not have noticed you. I'd say y'all would be riding through the forest, and as soon as y'all heard some of like the signs of, or heard or saw some of the signs of a dragon nearby, you would have like stealthed, correct? And it wouldn't be hard to stealth. Like it would be a very basic stealth for them to perceive you from that high up. They're looking for armies, not individuals.
I will take any opportunity to stealth.
I mean, if you would like to stealth to see how stealthy you were against a ancient red dragon, be my guest.
Yeah, I'll stealth too.
Okay, but don't roll higher than the 30 or else I feel bad.
I don't think I can. I have a +9.
Yeah, even with a natural 20, he couldn't match you. Isaac disappears from
18.
sight. 18, yeah. Pensy, would you like to roll?
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
As Pensy's like, hey guys, what the fuck is that?
no.
Hold up, let's see what, I was like, because the 30 does offset it pretty well, but let's see what everybody else gets. Oh my god, Varys rolled a natural 1 too. Oh, that 30 is doing some work!
Everyone rolling like
That's doing
shit.
some heavy lifting!
Let's go.
Okay! I was not prepared for this!
Do I have to lucky this
Oh
thing?
no!
Alright, you guys ready to fight a dragon?
Yeah, I am now.
Oh my god, y'all are so lucky.
We
Oh,
didn't even
okay.
long rest, baby!
Yeah, y'all didn't even long rest. As again, y'all are onward. Good morning! Y'all do it. As y'all are louder, Varys is like, huh? What the fuck? It's red? Why is it red? In that traditional hedge, like, huh? Yeah, y'all are lucky that he rolled a 4. He rolled a 4 on the
Ooh.
dice.
Wow.
I was gonna say that if he hit a certain threshold, he would have detected y'all because of 2 nat 1s. If it hadn't been for 2 nat 1s, y'all would not have been there. Also, probably getting a 5 on the dice. Oh, sorry, a 5 total. Yeah, you're very lucky that he rolled a 4 on the dice.
Maybe it's better if I don't roll sometimes.
Oh no, you carried.
No, we only rolled because I wanted to roll.
Yeah, but you
I
carried.
mean, my total stealth was a 7. It's not that bad.
Didn't you roll a natural 1?
Yeah, I have a +6.
Oh, I forgot. You have proficiency in stealth. Why do you have proficiency in stealth?
Because I have proficiency in half of the skills that are available.
Fucking bards,
College
man.
of Lore, baby.
Say what?
College of Lore.
Fucking bards. And also a psychic bard.
Oh yeah. Do you like +13s? I got some of those.
I find it funny how the only one that you have an advantage in, though, is only a +4.
Yeah, you really you said let me give an intelligence check to the charisma based character.
I mean, it's a storytelling thing.
No, it's not even necessarily for a bard. It just worked out that way.
Yeah, I mean this one was more like they intended for a telepath in general, but I've like reworked this one so many times that like this is finally the first version I actually like.
Yeah.
There's so many different versions of every. I still can't get the one with the lycanthropy one. I still can't get that one right. I try, but I can't get that one to a usable to a point that I actually like.
Yeah.
Probably the only one I may never finish. All right.
Well,
By the way, did you add your armor to your inventory?
I instead of that because it was being weird, I
Oh,
just added.
it is not a +1.
It's not a +1. Okay.
Yes. So that's why I was like, don't add it to your thing. It is not a +1. It just has resistance to necrotic damage.
So it's probably getting sold then.
Okay, that's fine. It's worth a nice chunk of change. About 6K.
Yeah.
I'll say it was more so like this wasn't like it's not like y'all rated like a general's thing. Like the highest ranking officer
Right.
there was a lieutenant, so. Alright, and would y'all like to continue riding the rest of the day southward to try and hit for the coast?
How late? Like, how long have we been awake? How late is it?
I mean, when the sun rises, y'all have not been awake that long because y'all teleported to the other side of the fucking world.
True.
Like, for reference, zooming out on the map, y'all teleported from here to here. And y'all left in, like, the middle of the day. You got there about midnight or so. Because I think, actually, let me figure out how many hours this would be. Because this is 180. Here's the... Let me do some mathing here.
Yeah, it looks pretty close to half.
Yeah, I'd say it's a 90, so that's about a quarter of it. So let's do 20. So skipped ahead about 6 hours. I would say at this point, like with y'all skipping ahead, right now y'all would probably be starting to get a little bit tired, actually, because of everything. Just based on like when y'all decided to go in, y'all probably actually I wouldn't say yeah, actually by 6 a.m. y'all would be I'd say y'all would have been up for like 18 hours straight.
I will defer to the rest of the party.
Okay.
Chisaku?
Y'all are probably like magically jet lagged.
Do you want to take a long rest?
A long rest sounds good.
All right. About how far would y'all like to travel before you long rest?
Um,
Would y'all like to like try and get to the shore first?
Let's do the. Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Oh, just that. The yes.
See, how far did y'all go? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Let me see how far y'all actually went. I mean, y'all can easily get there in a little bit riding horses. It would take you about 2 hours to get to the shoreline because y'all only about 60 miles away with normal horses, and you could say, and horses can like consistently travel. With that, you all have like solid supplies for them. Let me see. What is the yeah? Because like horses can reach speeds of about 25 to 30 miles an hour. Y'all are about 60, so like if you push the horses and then give them like a long rest themselves afterwards, they should be fine. Because these are like working horses, so they're used to like long hours. So yeah, I would say y'all get it. Are y'all going for the dwarven shoreline or around that to the imperial shoreline? That way you don't have to go through any sort of military checkpoints. Because also y'all would have to cross through like a few valleys and whatnot if you went to the dwarven side.
Probably a ladder.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Oh, what's up? Okay, yeah. What'd you say, Jose?
The ladder option.
Go around.
Yeah.
All right, going
Yeah.
around. I need y'all to roll me, or someone other than Phil, to roll me a d20.
Oh, dude, come on. You know I love rolling d20s.
Yes, but
If
you
I
get to roll all the
volunteer, Phil.
time, so that's why I'm giving somebody else a turn.
Oh, go for
What
it.
All right. The party has elected that Isaac will do the roll. Go for it.
Let's
Oh,
go.
yo.
18. All
I knew
right.
it. Our savior.
So, when you'll get to this beach, you'll find that there is actually a small cliff. So when you'll get to the shoreline, you'll find that it is a small cliffside thing. You actually would know of this general area, Josaku. You know of it more as a remote area that is specialized for people going on extended fishing trips where they'll be away from the city for a few days. It's basically like about a day's walk from the nearest city, but at the same time, it's one where during other times of the year, this is very popular for like on the shore fishing, and it's more of like a secluded spot where you wouldn't expect anybody to like actually host anything. It's there's like areas like there's random fishing holes on the beach where like only the people that like actively like know about it will go, and there's not really any room for like tourists or any sort of village or city or anything. That's kind of how this is. And y'all would be let me do this. Y'all would be about right here. Well, you'll see about where that where those two lines of latitude and longitude cross. 88 and 32.
88, 32.
Yes. So you're at the shoreline just to the west of that.
See.
Like right in that little alcove over here. It's about a day's ride from Hiwali. But if you want, you figure that given where y'all are, Hiwali being a actually like a fair sized city because it is a military base, y'all would be able to actually go through that. Say you would be able to probably find a ship somewhere in those waters.
We enact this plan then?
Whatever you think is best, Jose. I'm with you
Okay,
1000%.
tying up the party very loosely.
On your
At
ship.
this point, I'm here for the ride.
Yes, it is on our ship.
Okay. So the goal is to capture an Imperial vessel, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do to prepare any sort of trap?
What can we do?
I'm gonna look at that guy's signature and forge a letter saying that Joe Sacco is gonna act as this guy's envoy to bring some prisoners to name the city, Jose.
Uh, uh, uh,
The nearest city to us along this coast.
That would be Hoi Huali.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
That is a military city. If you want one that's more of like actual like um deeper in that would be used more for that kind of thing, you could say that the end goal is going to be Fenzhou.
Yeah,
Because at the
let's go
point of
with
this
that.
river, that one, say Josaku, given his intimate knowledge of the area, would know that while this is a military like outpost, it's not really where like they would take prisoners. That would be more like in Fenzhou.
Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna write that down then, and then I'm gonna hand it to Josaku.
Okay. So, should we be heading towards Fenja?
Well, y'all can head towards y'all can head towards Fuzhou.
Oh, yes.
That's where we need to be.
Yep. All right. I would say that after your long rest, after everybody has long rested now, it is probably closer to about 1 to 2 o'clock when y'all eventually bust out the boat and set sail on the Night Siren. Let me see. Y'all would Josaku, you are currently captaining the ship.
Yes.
Roll me a d20.
Oh, shoot. Okay. An 8.
You got an 8. Okay. All right. Let me look up ship types.
This is my favorite reoccurring D&D thing. This is like the
Not
third or fourth time playing D&D. I've had to look up ship types.
Y'all, I don't think I'm built for rolling a
y'all,
regular d20.
I'm looking up ships, and the first one I see in this fucking. I don't know that I can say it on a recorded video.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm going to post the image, and what I want y'all to see, and I want y'all to guess which one it is that I saw first, and why I can't really say it.
oh,
You see it?
oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
I don't see it. Which one?
Ah.
Second
It's a
row,
certain
second
brig.
from the left.
It's a brig of sorts.
Don't say the
It's an
name.
Aphrodite Brit? What?
Oh, it's like, why the fuck would it call it that?
I assume it's because it's like a model in between two different types of ships.
Also, that's a scientific term. What the heck? That's not weird.
Oh, I thought that term was one that was like censored by YouTube.
Is it?
It
I don't
might
know.
be. YouTube's weird.
That's the thing. 'Cause I just don't want like channel restriction or whatever. But okay. I would say with an 8. Eventually y'all are actually able to come across a ship. You actually come across a I need to see what kind of thing the Night Siren is. I forgot what kind of ship the Night Siren is. Pinned.
Real quick before we get involved in that, do you want? So you wanted us to be captors? I also have a disguise kit if we want to act like there's
Oh,
more than just one person
Manning a ship.
manning a ship and taking prisoners.
Josaku
we
does also
could.
have a hat of disguise.
Oh yeah, that's true. Which two of us should?
I mean,
Oh
that
wait,
kind
yeah.
of thing is my specialty. Charisma based stuff. I think I would be helpful.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the bar.
I'll give the disguise hat. Or wait, are you gonna use your disguise kit on yourself, or
Yeah, I'm gonna use the disguise kit for myself.
So,
I'll
of
give?
the avian species in Abilene, I would say that it is so the one most common to the Empire would be Owlin.
Okay,
I would
that's kind of hard.
say
But it
be a lady.
be a lady. It might be doable.
Aren't women like higher social caste
They
than men?
are, yes.
Yeah.
Birds also don't have like the most
Yeah.
identifiable
Yeah,
sex.
exactly. There's not a ton of sexual dimorphism, so you could just like do a voice or something. I don't know.
That's true.
All right. Well, also he's a Kenku.
I don't remember what Kenku do.
Mimicry, my guy.
Oh, there you go. See, this is where
Yeah.
you get the
Hey.
smart one.
So he can actually sound exactly like someone you have heard before. The
No.
first Imperial voice that comes to you, Pensy, will depend on the roll of a D4.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
D4s
I
don't
know what
like me.
I know what this I know what the options are for each number on the D4. I have them in my head. The thing is, you'll have to determine.
I hope it's Maya.
I
Oh
threw it
god.
out of my roll box.
All right, let's see. Let's tell me what it landed on.
If we want to count that, it's a 3.
A 3. So 1 was Hisako, Maya's mother. Number 2 was Maya.
Oh.
Number
Oh
4
shoot.
was the Empress.
Oh.
Number 3 is where it gets interesting.
What is it?
That's Rie.
Oh.
So
Oh.
you now sound say your voice that you are recalling is a woman who is basically like she is the shadowy bitch of all of the guild leaders. Rie is the one where she is the mistress of illusions. Imagine um an Asian accent with like the cadence and delivery. Kiwi, have you ever played League of Legends?
Oh yeah. Remember we were talking about worlds?
Oh yeah, we were. You know how LeBlanc sounds?
Yes.
Imagine an Asian LeBlanc.
I see.
Yes. That's the best way I can do it, because like Rie's whole like gimmick is kind of based on LeBlanc's, so that's the best
Okay.
way to really put it. That
I will use mimicry for that, and then I'll Kenku recall to give myself advantage on what would it be for the check for like disguising myself.
All right. All right. And is there anything else you would like to do for your disguise and the delivery of it?
I think I would. I don't know if we have any more clothes to put on. Like, does anyone have a cloak they could spare?
I mean, you'll have a hat of disguise.
I was thinking of
If
giving
no
that
one
to
else is
Isaac.
using it,
Oh, Isaac, he's using it. Okay, Isaac. What are you going to be in your hat of disguise?
But I'm being disguised. What?
How to disguise?
What do you want me to? Okay, I guess. I don't know. Um, what should I be disguised as?
An Imperial soldier, perhaps. Maybe we're with Pensy here.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll disguise myself as an Imperial soldier.
Josaku, I need you to roll me a history check.
Shoot. Okay.
can I help?
It depends. Do you think, or earnestly, do you think that Pensy would have done any research into the, say, into imperial houses or any sort of imperial nobility?
I would say
13.
he'd probably have a cursory knowledge of all that stuff, but maybe not enough to help.
All right. What did you get, Jose?
A 13.
13. Okay. Um, you're thinking back to see if there's any sort of noble family that has any sort of high-ranking attendants or anything else where they are Kenku. And there is one that comes to mind, but the name is on the tip of your tongue. You remember the first name, but that last name is just escaping you.
Yeah, this ain't the time to mess around. Let's see if we can have something to help here.
I should have said no, other way around. The last name of the house uh, does actually come to you. It's the first name uh, that you don't remember. You know it's to House Tao.
Would
Luckily for you, they're from the other side of Sapphire, towards the northern towards the northern shore, up near Elven occupied territory.
would you say they have enough renown to get any gain out of using legend lore?
Would you like to use legend lore on that? Or Josaku, would you like to tell Pensy about that? And same Pensy, if he does, would you like to use legend lore on it?
I will tell Pensy, yes.
Yeah, I would like to try.
All right. Click the thing on legend lore for me. Show me what you got.
I don't know if I have it programmed in. Oh, I do. Cool.
Say what play with the place or object. All right. All right. Reading everything about that. It's the thing you named. Ooh. Okay. So
Which is, yes, why I was asking.
it wouldn't be of you would know. So you would know of Housetown because they are very prominent in their area. It's not exactly legendary, but it is close enough to be like renowned. Basically, they have about the same level of pull. But actually, I'd say a little bit less pull than House Saito. Just because of the fact that the southern ports are much more valuable than the northern ones due to their access to Ceretria and to Karatis, and also because of Fuzhou's position, it is easily able to. It's more of like a central point to get out of the narrow sea and get to both the Great Divide and the open sea. because from Fuzhou's position, which is about here, or no, wait, hold up, let me double check that. Yeah, it's about there. In this hook, they can easily get around to the Strait of Ideals or go through the Sea of Blood and get easily to the Great Divide. So it makes it a very good central port city based on also its based on its geography. It also makes it very easy to offload ships very easily because of the natural terrain of the city. So on the flip side, House Tao is in the north. They are in the city of. Let me pull it up because I know that there was at least one major city up here. I think it was it was Shaozu. You would know of them as the as basically the trade head house of the city of Shaozu. So you can at least use that to your thing, but you can't really think of any names of anybody because there's not really that many legendary members of House Tao.
Fair enough. Then we will just use one of the daily uses.
All right. With an 8, y'all are going through, and a thick fog that has actually rolled over the bay. Who would like to roll me a boat stealth check?
How does that work?
Roll me a d20.
All right, you do it this time, Jose.
I roll.
Let's see what you rolled. Jose. You are current. Say Jose is not here at the moment, by the way. So this is a caravel. So it's a decently sized ship, but it's not like a huge. Think so. Also, let me also see how long this would take you.
Boat travel's pretty slow.
Say what?
I just said boat travel's pretty slow.
This one actually isn't as slow. But at the same time, also like there's a it was magically enhanced.
Ah.
There's been a good bit of money spent on this boat. Here's my ruler. Options. Fucking ruler. Can't find my fucking ruler. There it is. So y'all could actually get to Fuzhou in about. So just by sea, I would say, because again, doubled speed of the boat because of the money y'all put into it. So that's that. I would say about 3 days. I know it's a long distance. It's actually like hundreds of miles, but again, y'all have a super ship.
Super shit.
So, who would say, Jose, are you back yet? Oh, take that as a no. Would either one of you like to roll me a boat stealth check?
I'll pass.
Hang on, he's typing.
You said you'll pass.
Yeah, I'll pass.
All right. Kiwi, would you like to roll me a boat stealth check?
Sure. Surely this can't go too bad, right? Right. I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. All right. Well, given your 8, you officially see a. Let me make sure I am looking at this right. Yep. Y'all would see a schooner heading straight for you guys through the mists. What would y'all like to do? Would y'all like to head towards them, away from them? What would y'all like to do?
I'm not the plan person for this one, so
Me neither.
Well, yeah, we will need we will need a certain Jose back.
yeah, sounds good to me.
I didn't see the chat. One moment. Let me see what Jose said. We hella go towards get the plan rolling. All right, y'all find a schooner, which is a light fast ship. Let me see. Yep. Okay. Cool. As y'all, as the ship pulls up alongside you, you do see that there is a small force of Imperials on board the ship. What would you say? What would y'all like to do as they appear to be hailing you down? As you hear magically, unidentified vessel. You are in Imperial waters and unidentified. Failure to identify yourself within the next 30 seconds will result in your ship being fired upon and sunk. By the grace of the Empress, I say we will deliver this. Your time has started.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, what would y'all like to do?
I think we need Pensy to answer, right? As part of House Tao.
Yeah, I can do it telepathically too.
All right.
Yeah.
I could say, wait, how far away is your telepathy?
All I have to do is see them.
Hold up, let me. I feel like there's a range on that. 150 feet of you.
Is it?
Yeah, your
Yeah.
telepathy is 150 feet.
Yeah,
It says it on the chronicler.
there it is.
All right, 150 feet. Yeah, you were well within 150 feet. What do you say to him? The dude that announced everything. He's wearing much finer armor and everything than that. You could see he is wearing, saying Josaku from this distance. He appears to be wearing the things of a lieutenant commander. Basically, like not like a full-on like captain, because a schooner's not big enough for that. But you could tell he's actually like a decent ranking officer compared to others.
Before I communicate with them, I just asked Josaku, like, do we have a ship name that makes sense, or should I just make something up?
We should say that we captured this vessel and that our previous one suffered too many damages.
You have
Okay.
10 seconds to respond.
I am of House Tao. We've captured this vessel, and our previous ship was sunk. We have prisoners aboard.
You will be, say, drop anchor. Our ships, we will pull alongside you. We will pull alongside you and verify your, your identity. All right. What do y'all do?
I gotta say, they told us to drop anchor.
Then let's.
As they do see
Alright.
you, Josaku, drop anchor, and you can see that the Imperial seeing another Imperial up close. That you do see like there is a the lieutenant based on your what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 16.
What is your passive insight? I just realized that's what I
20.
should have asked you. 20. Okay. With a 20, you see that upon seeing you drop the anchor specifically, most of the because your ship is actually larger than the schooner. A Caravel is larger and a little bit like slower in most parts, but yours is actually faster. So like you have more like proper mass than them, and they also know, and the people on the thing also know that like they could see the guns from your ship, so they know that you probably uh would actually win in a gunfight because y'all ship does not have small guns. But the lieutenant commander is still looking sternly at you as if he's still wary of your story. And you'd be able to see that. All right, y'all have dropped anchor. You see that there is actually a boarding bridge that is being delivered. Josaku, do you assist them in terms of putting it up?
Yes.
All right. As you see this lieutenant commander, and I would say about 4 Imperial soldiers, of the about 15 you could see on the deck, are now marching up the bridge. You see this guy. He looks like he's more of like a sea. I would say like a seafaring say seafaring like thing rather than like a army soldier. You could tell, and you know like how in the Navy like they are still like trained, but it's much more like specialized on superiority in terms of naval combat rather than like like say the Bushi who are trained with the blade, for example, and their specialty is like defensive dueling and being sort of like a one-man fighting force versus these guys, which are much more like again specialized in ship-to-ship combat. Uh, you say you are say a member of the Tau family. I was not aware of any vessel of your house. I'll say of your house this far south.
Shit, brain work. Yes, well, we don't make everything always known.
And your name, my lady.
Oh God. Do I have any idea of what would be a
I mean, you can throw out a name, but also you know that like in terms of house names, usually only people of noble families or like Bushi or something like that actually do that. Josaku did mention that the Kenku was an attendant, so it would be like so and so servant of House Tau. So if you have, say you do have a couple imperial names you would have
Okay.
in your back pocket. You know that there are names like Lian. There's you. There is one moment. Let me pull this up. Uh, Honomi. Sogo Ishino.
Sure. Let's just go with
Zwei.
you and keep it simple.
Let's just go with what?
You and keep it simple.
All right.
I am you of an attendant of House Tau.
Hmm. And how did you come? How did you come to? And how did you come to capture the ship, my lady?
We were conducting business a bit to the north and ran across this rogue ship. They managed to do enough damage to leave our ship sinking, but we had overtaken their ship.
Roll me a deception check.
Okay, I rolled a 10 for a total of 23.
23. All right. Okay. That is quite an impressive feat, my lady, especially for only two men. Unless you yourself participated, in which case my deepest apologies for any rudeness. As you may have heard, war has broken out between our glorious empire and most of the rest of the world. For an unnamed ship, we are told to be on particularly on guard. Where do you
I,
intend to take them?
well, we were heading to whatever port town would make
Venjo
sense.
is the town y'all discussed.
Venjo?
Venjo.
Venjo. And, or it would say, I participate when I must. And we were taking them to Venjo.
Hmm. Where Holly is much, is much closer, but understandable that prisoners like this would, say that as a result you would not interrupt military operations, my lady. Very wise of you.
Much appreciated.
And I assume you, uh, Sir Bushi, are the one who defeated who defeated these corsairs? As he looks over with disgust at Amelie and Varys.
Yes, we captured them swiftly. They stood no chance.
I need you to roll me a deception check.
Oh no.
It's going to be neutral because of the fact that I would say in this thing, Pensy is automatically helping you, and it would rule out any sort of disadvantage you would get from, from Revelation. What'd you get?
I got a 3.
You got a 3.
Oh, I'm gonna lucky this.
I was like, I would very much lucky that.
17.
17. Okay, that is much better. Let me see. Yeah, his bullshit detector is not working today. Um, admirable. And you, I assume that you were also a guard of House Tao? He's talking to you, Isaac. Oh, Phil is muted. Fuck!
I'm gonna make a thing and be like, oh, he's mute.
Or, okay, he's mute. Roll me deception on that one.
Come on. 21.
Oh, okay, the one time he rolled good. Okay, yeah, he still buys it. And with this, my lady, we are told to say we are being forced to patrol. But if you would like to prevent further corsairs, not that such a ship needs it, however, you seem undermanned uh as far as in terms of operating the ship to maximum combat capacity. However, such a ship like this, as he starts to run his hands along like the side of the Night Siren, observing the cannons and everything like that, kind of like almost like say like, "Ooh, yeah, I could do some damage with this kind of thing." You can see like a Josaku. You can tell a little bit of jealousy in his eyes. Again, there's been a lot of money put into this fucking boat. By the way, Kiwi, if you would like to see what the stats are of this ship, I'm DMing you. Actually, no, I'll just post it in chat. I will post in chat the page. If you go to that and then you scroll down to Caravel,
Hmm.
that is your fucking ship. Except for the speed is doubled. And you'll have an ice ram on the front of it.
Wow.
Yeah. This ship can do
Yeah.
a lot of fucking damage.
Damn.
Yep. It's got cannons.
Sorry. So the last thing we said, oh, he's getting lusty over the ship. Yes.
Yes, he's getting lusty over the ship. Absolutely.
I would
Oh my god,
uh
I didn't realize the cannons did 8d10 damage. Jesus fuck.
telepathically talk to Josaku and be like, "What's the plan here?"
Oh,
If you wish, my lady, we may say you we can escort you until we find another vessel more say that doesn't have an active uh mission at the moment that at least can lead you into the port say into the mouth of the Great River. Say in the mouth of the Kailing River.
I'm going to be thinking in my head that we need to get the most opportune time to strike. The jump on them.
So we should travel with them then, because it would give us more of a chance.
I think
All right.
Then I would say, that's very kind of you, and I think we will take you up on that offer.
Absolutely, my lady. And also, once again, I apologize earlier for my impertinence, rudeness, and ignorance as to your intention of being here. Given the average speed of a merchant ship, I guess you would have been at sea when war was declared. So my apologies also if I have shocked you with the information.
I knew that there was a possibility. And you need not worry. We we understand what it could be like now that we are apparently at war.
Possibility. My apologies, my lady. I did not mean to pry. All right. Okay. I would say y'all travel with this ship. Y'all have to slow down because of the fact that your ship is much faster than theirs. A schooner is fast. It's just not quite as fast as like y'all souped up Caravel.
Hmm.
Y'all absolutely like again like when it like these again have like upgraded sails like rudders and like speed of the ship is upgraded and all that shit. All right. So as far as y'all's things, yeah, because also it was modified to run on a minimal crew. All right. He's going to leave a couple men on the ship with you guys because he doesn't need as many to captain his own ship. I would say y'all meet up with a Y'all would meet up with a catch eventually. You'll find a catch doing I would say, going on patrol, and it catches a smaller ship. You realize also these Imperial ships, they're not exactly designed to run on minimal crew. One of comparable size to the Night Siren, y'all's ship, would require like 30 people to sail.
Hmm.
So the fact of the matter is, y'all say because of how well y'all did on those deception checks, you'll also manage did it to where they were trying to find you a small but fast ship. So they
Ah.
found a ketch. Excuse me, my lady. As eventually, when all three ships are sort of like laid at anchor, after I would say about a half day's travel.
Yes.
This, as he indicates to another man, as another Imperial sailor, this one in let me up. Say he is in like less fine armor.
Hmm.
So it is, yeah, doing that. Find his rank. All right, cool. My lady, this is one. Where the fuck did my shit go? As you see, again another man with him. This is Lieutenant Han Jia. He and his ship, I'll say the Dragon's Wind, will be accompanying you. I'll say into port. If you have anything of him, namely ask. Now the lady is a telepath, so she can communicate to you from a great distance.
I
Yes,
would give
I say
a.
yes, sir. And my lady, thank you for giving me the. I say thank you for the honor of accompanying you. I say on your on your return to mission, and I must admire your ability to subdue this ship, as well as you, Sir Bushi, and you. Uh, let me see what. As well as you. I'm saying as well as you, Corporal, as he indicates to Isaac with that one.
I would give a very light bow, as you would of someone who is like
Beneath
of a
your
higher
station.
status. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Roll me a performance check.
oh, okay. How is a 28?
28. You do it impeccably, and they return a very deep bow to you.
And I just say, we wish you well on your mission.
Thank you, my lady. It appears that there are now, I'll say, traitors among our people as well that we must watch out for. So, if you,
Traitors.
yes, apparently Lady Maya Saito of House Saito of Fuzhou has been labeled a traitor to the Empire. She is to be captured on sight and reported to the nearest Imperial garrison for for trial and punishment.
Hmm.
As well as any of her as well as any rogue Shin that decided to follow her. Apparently, she fought against our Empress. Say at say at the Black Wedding when the war was declared.
I'm gonna flinch at the mention.
Well, let's see if he notices that. Ooh, I'm I'm sorry, sir. Do you happen to know Lady Saito?
I recall the name.
Roll me deception.
Okay. 17.
17. All right. The DC was 15.
Ooh.
Oh,
Because if you had said yes, we've met a few times on, say, on business with the city or something like that, it would have been significantly lower DC. But you got it either way. Well, she hasn't been branded it as well as any of the shin that accompany her. Currently, Lord Yorimoto, I say, or Lord, yeah, or Lord Yorimoto is stationed in the city of Fuzhou, so, and is apparently overseeing things while House Saito is being investigated.
I think Betsy's gonna have just a little bit of fun with this and be like, tragic. Anyone that would betray their own kind is, well, not someone that you could trust.
Performance check.
That's another 23.
Of course, my lady, and as you know, with the efficiency of the Shin as well as the Bushi and the Sterlings, there is no doubt that this traitor will be captured. Her head will adorn the wall. I say adorn the walls of of whichever city captures her. Well, with that, I must be off. Apparently, I say I am delayed in reporting to the front lines, but may I also have a, I'll say, do you happen to have your house seal with you?
Oh, I seem to be such a scatterbrain sometimes. I I must have left it on the ship.
A shame, my lady. Well, I will carry uh with it the assertion of all of my men should be witness enough to attest that we were simply assisting a lady of, say, an attendant of a noble house, say a lady who's an attendant of a noble house to I would say after she and her men successfully captured a corsair vessel, at which point we handed it off, and from there, the report once the Dragon's Wind returns to once it makes it should be sufficient evidence to answer for our delay. Thank you, and may the Empress watch over you.
And it would just once again give it even less of a bow this time, just to like kind of end the conversation.
Yep. All right. As the schooner then starts to sail off. My lady, I will return to my ship and we will escort you to the shore. If you do need to the river's mouth. If you need anything of us, please do not hesitate.
Thank you. We will certainly let you know.
All right. So as y'all are following along, what's the plan? Y'all now have an escort ship that is in front of you.
Out of an abundance of caution, I would just telepathically tell everyone that we're planning to ambush them sometime.
How would you like to ambush them?
Well, Mr. Plan Man,
where are our ships next to each other right now?
Yes.
I think we just send it. Their backs are turned right.
Well, I mean, kind of like next to each other. You could easily get up closer to one another. Like they're leading you through waters, but at the same time they're what's it? You it would be what's it? What the fuck am I trying to say? The catch would be easily caught up upon by the I'll say by the larger ship.
Oh shoot.
Like y'all can easily catch up to them and then board them from the side if y'all wanted. Is what I was saying.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the catch is fast. It's not as fast as the Night Siren. Again, y'all have put a lot of fucking money into this ship. For the amount of money that was spent on this ship, you could have bought a much bigger fucking boat.
Yes, but now we have a speedboat.
Yeah, y'all have a speedboat that is a collapsible boat. Thanks to Varys being a clout chasing rich kid.
Let's go.
We still have that with us, right? Or do we have to go back to fetch that at some point?
What?
The Night Siren?
This is the Night Siren.
Oh, I
Y'all
thought
are
we were
on the Night
catch
Siren
now.
right now. Don't forget, the Night Siren is Varys' boat.
Oh, I thought we got onto the catch. Okay.
No, yeah, no,
No,
y'all
this
are
is
on the
guiding
Night Siren.
us.
It's just they have a couple of their men also stationed on the ship with you to help man it because they were under the. They didn't know that the ship that a ship this large was doing it. Also, Isaac, are you here? Because obviously the Bushi would be protecting the lady. The lady wouldn't be steering the ship. Because I need eyes. Because normally Varys drives the ship because he's got proficiency with aquatic vehicles.
Oh boy. Let's run aground, boys.
Also, by the way, when y'all sail in, are y'all going to be trying for the Reverie first or Fuzhou first? You can either
Isn't
go
it
for the
more
boots
of
or you
a
can go for Fuzhou.
isn't it
Oh,
more of a time constraint for Fuzhou? Wasn't that the plan?
I mean, they'd want you to get over there. There's not really a quote unquote time constraint.
Yeah.
Where would the boots be in
You know,
comparison?
what's it? Caretaker described them as being on let me double check. Let me find out where the Sparkling Shore, which you would know of as a stretch of sort of like this like cave system. So this sort of like stretch south, say to the southwest of Fuzhou, which would it's called the Sparkling Shore because a lot of that southern shore is actually a back in the day during the very early days of the empire, one of the empresses decided to make it basically her second lair. So as a result, that shore is covered in ancient sapphires that are considered almost like holy ground to imperials.
Mhm.
Oh, I
And
would have
based on
got
what
that on the
caretaker
way.
said, you would know that somewhere in that area is uh I would say is where the reverie is. So y'all would have to decide on that. Right now we're just waiting on Phil to get back. I don't know where he went. He's been gone a while.
Think we get it on the way.
All right. Technically it is on the other side of Fuzhou, so y'all would have to steer the ship past it,
Oh,
or y'all could go like a wide way around if y'all wanted to do, say, avoid any sort of like excursionary vessels. Because, like, there'll be ships, like, patrolling the waters around a major city.
Hmm.
And there wasn't really, like, a way to get around Hey Wally in the Night Siren without being in either Kiridusi or Imperial waters. Isaac.
Hello?
Hi. I need you to roll me say a dexterity check.
Okay. Give me a second. I had to talk to my dad about something.
No, you're good. Basically, you're driving the ship.
Oh fuck! What?
Yeah, the lady of the house wouldn't drive the ship, and her bushi is assigned to protect her at all times. So as a result, they would follow along the imperial corporal who helped capture the soldiers. Who helped capture the pirates to steer the ship.
Makes sense to me.
Hmm.
Let me just roll this real
Also, your
quick.
character was labeled as a mute.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Blame Kiwi for that one.
Necessary storytelling.
It's a 14.
14. All right, yeah, you're steering it pretty well. You're steering the ship. You've watched Varys steer the Night Siren enough times that you know, and you've like helped him like sort of like man the ship, that you know pretty much how it goes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a good. I'll say a good. Oh yeah, you get to be Jinbei.
Oh my god.
Well, Josaku is obviously Zoro.
Yeah.
That make me Chopper?
Yo, wait.
No, that'd make you Brooke,
Oh,
Cotton candy lover. What's her face?
Frankie. Oh no, Cotton
No,
Candy Lover
Cotton candy
Chopper.
lover. I think that's his nickname. I don't remember. I haven't
No, it
read
is.
One
You're
Piece
right.
forever.
It's like Chopper, the cotton candy lover, bounty 1,000 berries because they think he's the fucking pet.
what is
Oh, I
that
love that
joke?
running joke. Okay. Um. So yeah, y'all are doing that. Okay. Y'all have telepathy. Y'all are within 150 feet. So right now, Chronicler can be used to ferry information to everybody through through Pensy. How would y'all like to plan to capture the Dragon's Wind?
I had an idea. That's all right with you guys.
I would say it is starting to get darker at this point.
What is this idea?
Have something like me pretending to fall sick so that they have to stop the ship and come help.
Oh,
All right.
Sounds clever.
All right. So would y'all like to execute this tonight?
How close are we to Venjo?
Fenjo, y'all, I say after traveling for as long as y'all did, y'all would have gotten about. Okay, so again, your ship can travel about 240 miles in a day normally, but you had to follow a slower ship. So I'd say you got about 100. I would say you got about 150 miles. So like you're closer in that way to like you're about up here where this like gray dot is.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, move this right because this is about the path that you would take around the shoreline. So y'all about where the gray dot is, all right? So you're basically by the next day you should hit the river's mouth.
So would like Josaku have enough information to know how close we are?
Yes, I would say that he, especially given the fact that again, Fuzhou may not say is the second most populous city on this coast, but is the major port city because of the fact that it's much more centrally located than is Heihuali. Heihuali is much more of like a military base. It's like the difference between like how you have oh my god, what's the fucking like uh Phil, what's the city with the major military base on the west coast?
He's BRB.
On the
Fuck.
West Coast. Well, I was just gonna say then I would ask everyone if maybe we should wait to enact this plan until we get closer. So it's not
Fenzhou.
yeah, closer to Fenzhou, so we're not too uh you know,
I mean, this is about as
too
close.
far away.
I mean, you're getting pretty close. Like pretty close. Also, Fenzhou is up here. They think you're going to Fenzhou, which is the city up here in this like. If you see, look at the T, the orange T at like the top of the screen. Fenzhou is that one up there. That's where y'all told them. Fuzhou is where y'all want to go. That's down here below this 176.
So we heading
So the longer we wait, the further we'll be.
yeah, okay.
Because then you'll have to backtrack down the river, and the river will be
Yeah.
much more likely to be spotted because again you'll be traveling with a fairly large ship down a river.
Okay, I see it now. Yeah.
All right. Hey Phil.
Yeah, I'm here.
What is that like? Which city is it that's basically like just for the military base there on the west coast? Because I know San Diego's like a major like shipping port and has a military
Miramar?
base.
Miramar?
Yes. Hawaii's more like Miramar, and Fuzhou is more like San Diego.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like Fuzhou has a military installation. It's also much more of a trade as a trade port because of its location. And the fact that with the majority of the southern coast of Sapphire on the western side being like sheer cliff faces, it's harder to have a city be that great at trade as opposed to being naturally easy to defend. Except for Fuzhou, which is the city below the cliffs. Yeah, also, we're happy that your dad's okay.
No, yeah, he's cool now. Sorry, I should have told you guys earlier.
No, you're good. Hey, no, man, that is like the
Yeah, don't
definition
worry about
of
it.
hey, shit's going wrong, I gotta go.
Okay. Just focus on something else.
Yep. Because that is how Fuzhou is kind of laid out. Again, it's like one of the few where you can actually park the ships at the city as opposed to transporting everything up. Say having to transport everything up the fucking cliffs.
Oh, that's so. Is that Fuzhou? The picture?
Yes, the picture is Fuzhou.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Looks like magic art.
I don't know if it is or not. I found it like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And again, like that's what I'm saying. Like you see how like there's that sheer cliff face, and it's just like the city below it. That's the whole reason that Fuzhou is a major port and like trade city is because of the fact they have a system with that, and there's actual land there to dock the ships and then deliver the traded goods, as opposed to having to scale them up giant cliff faces. Make manually just because like there's more land to actually set up a system.
Well, so then it sounds like we wanna do this sooner rather than later.
Y'all doing it tonight?
As long as everyone else agrees.
I agree.
All right, y'all.
Alright.
Tell me a fucking story.
I would so we're still in telepathic range. I would telepath to just
The lieutenant.
the lieutenant of the ship, I'd be like, I guess I wouldn't need to fake being sick telepathically. um,
I mean, you
I'd
can
just be
order him.
like,
Technically, your character outranks him.
yeah.
Because
Um,
A, noble, B, woman, C, from a major house.
yeah. I would just be like, do you have any medicine on board? I've fallen ill and we could really use some help. There's almost no supplies aboard this ship.
Absolutely, I would say absolutely, my lady. We have some things. I will send a group of men aboard, with supplies as well as our I would say our ship's medical, I would say medic. I will accompany them myself, my lady. Then eventually,
Thank
you'll
you.
do dock both of the ships. I would say it's probably about 10 p.m. now, so it's like sufficiently dark. Torches are lit, kind of thing. But again, there's enough light where like because of the fact that this is the open sea, and I would say that the moon is actually really bright tonight, that y'all are actually able to like see people. So Josaku, you don't have to worry about needing dark vision.
Hey, let's go.
All right, and how do y'all
Yeah,
plan to
yeah.
spring? When do y'all want to spring the trap?
Um, I think we send it once the medic gets over.
And
Sounds good to me.
so once the medic is on the ship, or are you waiting for the medic to be in the same room as Pensy?
Um, same room.
Same room. All right, let me do something. I gotta figure out see. All right. By the way, I forgot that this is what the night siren looks like. By the way, that's the closest I can get in terms of size.
Hmm.
I do have a battle map for the ship. So we'll say that, and as soon as they step on board, we'll say that the captain's quarters, which is on the same thing as the deck. Josaku, you are in the room. Isaac, you are out on the deck. You can see Amelie and Varys with a couple soldiers around them. Jim, what's the sign? How do you spring the trap? And when? The medical officer enters into the captain's cabin along with the lieutenant. Tell me how you doing this, Pensy and Josaku and Isaac.
Go, go, go. Just
Oh, we're just going in.
yes.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Well, with that, we will actually end the session there tonight. And next week you'll have the fight aboard the Night Siren, which is sure to be a fucking slaughter. These
Guys,
are
am I a bad guy?
these are
Is this
literally
the
about
war
10 to
crime?
15 mooks versus 5 god warriors. This is the
Are we committing a
definition
war
of
crime?
coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb.
Are we bad people?
Yes,
I mean,
but
you
y'all are still
killed
the good
people
guys
that we
somehow.
didn't have to.
No, we had,
It's-
dude. Come on, what we gonna do is let him go free back to the
I-
war?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
I mean,
Well,
y'all
we're
are at
doing it
war, so
again.
like, I mean, technically,
They're
like,
enemy combatants. They're gonna what? Go back and then like rejoin the war effort and potentially kill dwarves later.
It's a tough call.
It was a tough call. I felt bad afterwards though. I feel like I would have gotten some renegade points for sure, dude.
renegade for life.
But we're just doing the same thing, so it's like theoretically we're on the same moral level here.
Yeah, we really are
Mm.
doing a Renegade playthrough. Holy shit, dude.
Uh-huh.
You need
All right,
you need a
guys. Well,
moral
with
compass.
that, that's the record for tonight. See y'all next week.